Couldn't hear me then, could ya? No, wrong button. Evening, gang. Here we are for another Sunday night get-together, gang. Sunday the 23rd of August 2026. Welcome along there. If you'd like to join in at any point tonight, just a reminder, gang, I'm not in the chat box. If you're in the YouTube chat box, I'm not in there. So if we get any of the regulars who are in there, we can see people trying to send me messages on the chat box. Can you direct them to the text number? Okay, if you'd like to send me a message tonight, you can do so by text, and my text number is 07460 143393, just down there, okay, down there, 07460 143393. Don't worry if you're abroad, don't be costing yourself a fortune sending me a text. You can use WhatsApp if you're abroad, okay, and it's the same number outside the UK, 07460 143393, 07460 143393. Always make a point of that because I know some people do try and send us a message in the chat box, and it's impossible to pick out the messages for me among all the general chitter chatter going on. That's an old word, isn't it? It's an old word, isn't it? Chitter chatter. Chitter chatter. Do you remember that? So that's how to do it. All right, 07460 143393, either text or outside the UK, WhatsApp Messenger. All right, I've been a little bit naughty today. I made some homemade scones again this week. It's not another video because we've already done that. I was in there one night and I thought, I really fancy some scones tonight, and I made some, and they came out, kind of better than the first lot, if you see what I mean. But I didn't have any eggs left, so I couldn't dab the stuff on the top of the scones before they went in the oven, so they weren't quite shiny on top, but they were okay. They weren't doughy in the middle this time. I managed to keep them in a little bit longer, okay, so they were quite nice, and I've just had two, right? I didn't know you could freeze them, and I was talking to my niece Tracy from Tracy and Ben Vlogs. They're taking a little bit of a break away from those at the moment, and she said, I said, I've just had two scones. Why two? Well, because I wanted to. She said, do you know how much sugar there are in it? And I do actually know how much sugar there in there because I've got the recipe. I mean, it's a hell of a lot of sugar in scones. And I said to her, I did wonder that. There did seem to be a lot of sugar in there. She said, well, you might have thought that, but probably less in yours than there are in the... hang on, let me just turn something down there. Less in yours than there are in the shop ones. Not that there's anything wrong with shop scones. I quite like them. So I made some of those this week, and they were nice. And I didn't know you could freeze them. Yeah, so she said just put them in little plastic bags and stick them in the freezer. So I did. Once they cooled down, of course. And I just got two out this afternoon, just after dinner. And I thought, I'll have those just before I do the show today. And they're all nice, and they'd, unfrozen. Frozen. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yes, Chris, you're through to the next round of singing for the UK. I think I'll make a very good Eurovision entry type person, don't you think so? Do you think people would vote for me? The international crowd. Oh, I'm not voting for them. We don't like them anymore. No, they left the European Union. Not voting for you anymore. Do you think we need your votes? No, don't need your votes. We just carry on. We plod on, like Auntie Brenda always says when I ring her. Hello, Brenda, how are you today? She's 80-something or 80-something whenever I ring her, which is almost, it's not quite every day, but it's almost every day. She always starts with that. All right, Brenda, how are you? Plodding on, she says. And we do, don't we? After a certain age, we just plod on and get on with it, and try not to let anything worry us, really. So that's what I had just before, a couple of lovely scones. And something I've been looking for, I forgot to look for a while, has turned up in one of the carrier bags that was in my car just after I came back from the caravan last time. I'm due up there again soon. And that is one of Tara's gifts. You remember we opened a box, and Tara in Melbourne, Australia, very kindly sent me a little box. There isn't an address for you to send stuff to, I'm afraid, but Tara managed to find somehow to send me stuff about 6 or 7 weeks ago now. And I opened a box in front of you, and I couldn't find something she sent me, but I found them now. Look, Tara, she's not been well with you, love. Anyway, she's all right now. Look what I found. My Barry Manilow fridge magnets. Look at you. You'd kill for these, wouldn't you? Go on, don't lie to... I know you would. Barry Manilow fridge magnets. Oh, there's quite a lot of them. I might share one of these to my sister. I know she would love a Barry Manilow fridge magnet. Look. Looks like we made it. I like that new song he does. Hello... it's me again. I know I promised you I wouldn't call, but now it's not going well at all. I only ask. Oh, it's a lovely song. It's called Give Me One More Chance to Prove My Love is True. Darling, I feel if you give me one more chance, I'll spend it loving you. Lovely song. It's only short, that one. I don't think it's even 3 minutes long, that one. That's the latest Barry Manilow song. Look at this one. A London Zoo one which she's had made from when I spent the day at London Zoo. My very dear friend Carl. He's with his other half at the moment in New York. Not in the city, they're out in the sticks. Oh, it's a lovely place. His other half, his mum and dad, have got this like it's like typical. It's all wooden. You know what I mean? With the air conditioning and all that, what does heat as well as air. This is a similar thing I've got in here actually, and yeah, they've been out there a few months. He comes back in, I think, last part of September, if I remember rightly. Anyway, she's done loads of these. There's Whipsnade Zoo. Look at this. Yeah, it's great. There's, what's this? I'm going to have to put my glasses on to see these. I won't lie to you, Tara. I wanted to open the bag here. I hadn't opened the bag yet. I thought they were all Manilow ones, and they're not. What's this one here? Oh, me in my Maltese outfit. I tell you what. As you know, I've been to Malta, was it the end of May? I think it was the end of May I went to Malta. 1 minute. Oh, no, maybe not. No, end of April. End of April I went to Malta. There it is, look. Malta. April it was I went to Malta. And that was, it would appear, before the, what do you call it, busy time, peak season. It was just before hordes of people. I saw it while I was there. You could see more and more people. Where are all these people coming from? Maybe they beamed down from a starship or something. And if you like Starship and supernatural things, okay, that is the video coming up on Tuesday. It's a very, very short one, okay? Tuesday's video is a little bit supernatural, okay, on this channel, Tuesday night at about 6 o'clock, all right? I hope you enjoy that one. Anyway, yeah, Malta. Ever since I've come back, I've seen people posting videos on how busy the airport is and how busy Malta is and how busy the buses are. And don't get me wrong, the buses I found quite busy even when I was there. But I was lucky because where I was staying, the Hilton Hotel near in St Paul's Bay, I think it was, or near St Paul's Bay. Lovely hotel. Highly recommended that hotel. Okay, it's not the cheapest one, all right? But on the other hand, it's not like the really dear one, okay? So it's kind of mid to up, if you see what I mean. Lovely hotel. Really, really is. Several swimming pools. I can't recommend it enough. And the breakfast was all right. I only had better breakfast. You can have fully inclusive if you want. I actually thought I'd bought fully inclusive, right? But when I got there, it turned out I only had bed and breakfast. But that worked out okay. Because most of the time, as you saw, making my videos for the YouTube, I was out somewhere and like 1 o'clock. You don't want to be running back to the hotel for lunch, do you? You know. Maybe dinner, but no, it was nice. And of course you went to experience all those other things, like the hottest ever spaghetti bolognese I had. I couldn't go out the next day till 1 o'clock, till about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, due to my stomach emptying itself out every few minutes. I looked it up on the internet. If you have really hot food, yeah, and your stomach thinks, well, I'm not sure about this, it floods your stomach with liquid, probably from other parts of your body, and that's why you get it. I don't think I've ever had that before, because I'm not really used to very spicy foods. I don't do the whole Vindaloo thing, and that what lads go out and do that, don't they? I would imagine Mark Bowles does something like that. Goes out with his mates and has Vindaloos and things like that. And then they compare, you know, the next day how long they've been on the toilet and that sort of thing. Oh, not very nice, is it? Anyway, let's look through the rest of these. She's done the one here. Look, these are all things what I've done. I'm amazed at these, Tara, and I'm really sorry it's taken me so long to find these. But there they were at the bottom of a carrier bag in the back of my car, because I'd brought them up to the caravan to show people, and for some reason I didn't find them. So there we are. Classical FM one there. She's done with my little radio show. Oh, I like these. Do you know, I've just had an idea for some giveaways, actually. Look at this. That's for my radio show that I do. Okay, Monday to Friday. At the moment, I'm doing 8 till 10. Instead of 9 till 10, I've extended myself by an hour. And we do 8 till 10 now, except on Wednesday next week, because I'll be at the hotel, Claridge's Hotel, on Tuesday. I'm staying there the night, but on Tuesday, after... She's been waiting for this for 3 or 4 years. I'm taking great niece Evie for an afternoon tea at Claridge's, and I'm so excited to be able to give her that experience. Yeah, I do intend to do it with the others as well, the other girls anyway. Well, there's only one other girl, and that's Emily. She's up in Scotland, so a little bit more difficult. It depends when she's down and, of course, available. But Evie's the first one. And she's 14, and hopefully she'll get to see my room as well. Probably do a few photos. Don't think we're going to do a video in there, because it's a little bit, you've got to be careful with your camera in there. You might be able to get a little bit with your phone, but you can't be walking in there with, like, old-on cameras, you know, proper cameras, like what you're walking around, say, in a museum or something like that. She's done one for me karaoke nights. These are really good, Tara. What's this one here? Oh, when I went to Germany... to Cologne. I'm thinking of going back to Cologne for 2 reasons. I'd quite like to go to Mass again at the Cologne Cathedral, which was just fantastic. Also, the Christmas market. I've never been to a Christmas market. Never been to one. And I've seen some pictures of the Cologne one, among others. Among many others all over the place, all over Europe. Quite easy to get to. Quick hop on a plane or the train, whichever you want to do. And go and spend a couple of days, which would include a Sunday there, to experience another Mass there. And she's done this one, Cooking with Chris one, which I quite like as well. So, Tara, thank you very, very much for doing those, my love. And it's very, very much appreciated there. All right? Along with your other bits and pieces. I haven't put your clock up yet. I'm trying to decide where to put the clock. I can't decide where to put the clock yet that you bought me. Some of you may not have seen that. Can I just show you? Yeah, look. She sent me this lovely clock as well. Give me... Oh, that's it now. That song's in my head. You must look that up later. Write it down. Give me one more chance. Or one more chance. One more chance, Barry Manilow. And be careful. You don't want Ready to Take a Chance Again. Very similar song. And if you ask our lady on Spotify to play it, she might play that one accidentally. Right? So it's One More Chance. It's called Barry Manilow. Beautiful song. Here. Look, she got me this clock. It's great, isn't it? I think I know where I'm going to put that now. Right on top of the piano. I'm going to put it on top of the piano, I think. Yeah. Not on top, as in, you know, on the wall on a piano. Oh! A DIY video. How fabulous. Right. Okay. So there are little bits and pieces there. I must say, it's... I told you about the scones I've just had, didn't I? Where's my pen? I like to have my pen so I can cross out what I've been talking about in case I repeat myself. Oh, no. Where's my pen? Oh, there it is. Praise the Lord for that. There we are. Tara's magnets, scones. Was there anything before the messages? Oh, yeah, the other thing is nice to have cooler weather, isn't it? Oh, God. Yeah, this morning, actually yesterday morning, I record my comments and questions show at about 7 o'clock. Usually about 7:30 on a Saturday morning. And I noticed the hibiscus has all come out pink. Beautiful, beautiful. And then I opened the door to go and do this show. I thought, it's a bit parched, bit chilly out here. And I didn't think I was going to survive the, hour and a half or whatever it was, 2 hour show yesterday. So I put a nice thick white jumper on that I got from Marks and Spencer's about 2.5 years ago. And that sorted me out. Yeah, so we were all right. Don't worry too much. And this morning, on the way to church, I got the bike out and I thought, it's a bit cold again. So I just put a thin Marks and Spencer's jumper on. It was about 10 degrees, but that was enough. You got to have the right jumper. Not one of those ones from Bleeding Primark. Put it on. Have I actually got a jumper on? You know what I mean? Bit like that. All right, let's read some of your messages out. Just a reminder, gang, I'm not in the YouTube chat box, okay? So if you want to send a message to me to be read out or to join in with anything we're doing today, feel free. The number for text messages is 07460 143393, 07460 143393, or if you're outside the UK, you can use WhatsApp on the same number, 07460 143393. All right, my darlings. Now, let's have a little look here. Jason Hughes is there. Evening, Jason. And lovely Patricia in Manchester. She's been looking after her mum. She's a lot better now. She had a bit of a fall, and for older people, I hope I'm not been included in that comment. For older people, very dangerous to have a fall. Anyway, her mum's recovering now. I'm pleased to say there. All right, so good evening to you, lovely Patricia. There's Mark Bowles there. Evening, homo. How's it hanging? Evening, Mark. Liam has actually made it on time tonight. Good God. How have you managed that, Liam? He says, I'm on time tonight, Chris. Early, in fact. Hope you're well. Great videos last week. You make me smile. You really do. That's the idea, Liam. Don't take anything seriously that I say. Some people do, and they're completely wrong. Instead of laughing, they get all upset. Don't know why. It's all a laugh. That's all it is, a laugh. Stu and Sarah are there, our technical support team. Stu and Sarah, hello to you. It's been a good weekend, not bad at all. Maureen's there. She came to both of the karaokes this week, so it was nice to see her. And in great voice, there was a particular song she did last night. I can't remember what it was, but I thought it was one of the best ones she's ever done. Not that there's anything wrong with any of the others. It was sometimes you hear someone sing a song and yeah, that is the song for you. Do you know what I mean? There is a singer that I've worked with, not recently, for years and years and years, and she's got a rock voice, if you see what I mean, like rock, like Queen, Bon Jovi, what's that one? Sex on Fire, that one. She's got a voice like that. Yet she does dance songs. And I think she's not really suited to dance, but you don't say anything, you keep it to yourself like that. Mike Rees-Ponto is there. Evening to Mike Rees-Ponto. Hello to Debbie Moorcroft tonight. Hello, my love. Gerald and Hannah are in the house. Good evening, Gerald and Hannah. They are in Lincoln. We are wondering who all out there decorates their houses for Halloween. Do you do that? Anyone do their decorating for the house in Halloween? Have I got that right? Does anyone decorate their house all in for Halloween, like loads of stuff anywhere? Where my niece is up in Scotland, it's quite a big thing up there, and not this year because I've already done my trip. But in previous years, I've gone out with the kids when they're collecting sweets and things, knocking at people's doors. I don't know if the older one will still do that now. He's 13 now, so he might be, don't want to do that anymore. That's really boring. You know how it is when the teenagers get old. I'm just experiencing that now, really, with great niece Evie. Sorry, is that light? Does that keep flashing at you, that light? I've just noticed that. Hang on a minute. I'll close the other curtain and that'll stop it, which is a shame, really, because it knocks out the sun. There you are, you won't get that little flashing going on there. Don't want to upset anyone. Oh, I got something wrong with my eyes, and you keep flashing the lights in it. Oof. Yeah, so I don't. But in Scotland, where my niece lives, in Lossiemouth, that is quite a thing. doing your houses up for Halloween. And sometimes, and I did see this, I've only seen it once actually, where someone will open the door when the kids have knocked, and they will have like a witch's outfit or something like that. And all the kids, the little ones, get really scared, which I find highly amusing, to be honest. So yeah, anyone do that? Do you, by the way, Gerald and Hannah? Is that something you do? Do your house up for Halloween? I bet you do, don't you? It's great fun, isn't it? And you have that pumpkin outside. I believe the pumpkin outside indicates whether or not you can. The kids seem to know whether or not they knock at the door. I think if there's a pumpkin out there, you do. Is that right? Not sure of that, but it's a huge thing in the States. Round here, not so much round here. When we were kids, it was unknown. No one sort of knocked on doors and things on Halloween. The first we heard about it is when Michael Jackson brought out that excellent song Thriller. Da 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 da. I could do the Michael Jackson dancing actually, probably better than him. Yeah, because I'm not doing all the injections, you see. Poor Michael. What a loss that was to the music world. Vanessa's there in Barnsley. Evening, Chris. Hope you're well. Loving the videos and lives are so funny. Keep up the great stuff. Thank you, Vanessa. I shall do my best, my darling. Do my best. We've got to keep plodding along. One wheel on my wagon and I'm still rolling along. Oh! Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I bet some of you never heard of that, have you? One wheel on my wagon or whatever it's called. Mike T's there. He's always there for the radio show in the morning. 8 till 10, reachonair.com. There it is. Let me just show you that. 8 till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, okay? If you're around anywhere, that's UK time, of course. And Mike T says, good evening, Chris. With you at the start this week, I shall be popping out before you finish your show to pick up my better half from work. Hello to all your viewers. Well, that's no excuse not to listen, my love. You may not be able to watch, but you can still listen on the Reach On Air player, reachonair.com. All right? Glad to help, Mike T. Okay? Kevin from Edgeware's with us. Good evening, Kevin. He popped on the radio show last week and was rather disappointed that I don't play any Neil Diamond on the show. Love on the rocks ain't no surprise. Just pour me a dream and I'll tell you some lies. Yesterday's gone, da, 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 and all I want is a smile. What a great film, The Jazz Singer. Oh, it's so sad in that bit, isn't it? Oh, God, it's so sad. That. I do like a sad film, don't you? Do you like a sad film? And there are films that aren't sad but make you cry. For example, the wedding scene in The Sound of Music. What are we gonna do about Maria? La 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 la. She's still around, isn't she? Oh, Julie Andrews. Good luck to her. Good luck to her. I always thought it was a mistake when she got them out for a film. Didn't you? Why is Julie Andrews getting those out? No, love. It's Julie Andrews, dear. Julie Andrews, the ex-nun from The Sound of Music. With that thing, let's start at the very beginning, a very good place to start. When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi. When you count, you begin with A, B, C. I don't know what the words are. I haven't got them in front of me. Karaoke singer, need the words in front of me. Thank you, Kevin. He's been enjoying the radio station all week, so he's been listening to the shows. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Kevin. Did you find someone playing Neil Diamond? You must have done. Because Reach On Air is there's no format, there's no music format. So whoever's on is deciding the music. Oh, we ain't got some bod in an office somewhere in London telling us, oh, we've done a survey. These are the top 20 records and you must only play these. We ain't got anyone like that, love. There's no Ofcom rules there, thank you very much. Oh, hello, it's Ofcom. Hello, Mr. Reardon, it's Ofcom. You mentioned, excuse me, nothing to do with us. Go away. Oh, no. Well, we know that. But, yeah, no, go away. Nothing to do with us. Thank you. Goodbye. Self-important people, dear. We don't like them. We don't. Steph Pennell says, sorry to cut off soon for a shower job. Half making catheter waterproof, then redress. I'll be watching other half on playback. Enjoy Claridge's. Well, good luck with that, my love. Good luck with your little medical things there. Steph, all right? Thinking of you, my love. Phil in Devon's there. Good evening to the wonderful, lovely Chris. What channel were you watching, love? I'm hardly lovely, dear. Or was it? I was a few years ago. Yeah. In the 90s. Oh, I fancied myself, actually. In the 90s. If you've ever gone through with the Facebook pictures of the 90s, I'm sure you'll agree. Not anymore, though. Once it's gone, it's gone. I'm like an old flower, boys and girls. I like that withering rose, you know. Mind you, talking about withering roses, you want to see all the bushes around here. They're like this. They're so limp. Isn't it horrible when they go limp, girls? Oh, I hate it. I can't bear it. They're all like this. Come on. They desperately need some fluids. Those things. The ones around here, I do take a bucket of water out now and again and chuck it over them. When I say a bucket of water, I mean washing water. You know, I do have a dishwasher, but quite a lot of the time, I've only got like a certain number of jugs, for example, you know, metal glass jugs, what I do vegetables and things in. So once I've done them, I'll clean them out quickly. And like when I'm doing my asthma thing, 2 of those morning, 2 of those at night, I have to rinse my mouth out after that. And that all goes into this washing up bowl. And that stuff all goes onto the plants. Although I'm not sure if my fluided mouth stuff is any good for those plants. They seem to like it. I'm glad someone does. Was it Vanessa? No, hang on a minute, just a minute. Yeah, Vanessa from Barnsley. Me again. I decorate for autumn. Wow, she decorates her house for autumn. What a lovely thing to do. Yeah, that's nice. I'm not a very tidy person. I'm really not. I keep saying this to you. A lot of the house is a real mess at the moment. Yeah, not the bedroom. The bedroom's about the only one. And the bathroom, they're okay. The living room, I've got to do something about it, really. It was Phil from Devon, wasn't it? Evening to the wonderful, lovely Chris. You're looking fabulous as usual. Yeah, it got to like 2 minutes to 6, you know, when we were running the music that someone created for the show for me. His name was Shaggy, actually. He made that music for me. You know, he made it from the music we were using, which wasn't him, but he took that and recreated it. This one. He created that. It's good, isn't it? Love it. While that was on, I thought, oh my God, did I wear this shirt last week? I was such because you'd hit on that. Ow, have you got the same shirt on as last week? People like saying that sort of thing. Honestly, I've had that before. Not recently, some years ago, and I would be horrified. So I quickly looked back on last week's video. I know I had that pink thing, didn't I, with the crisscrosses on there. Let's see. I completely agree with you about Malta. I've been 6 times in the past and rate it so highly, but it's got very expensive post-COVID. I now go to Majorca, where you can still get reasonable deals, and always travel alone like you, Chris. It's the best going on your own. No more partners for me. Love, Phil, in Devon. Yeah, well, I've said before, Phil, when I'm on holiday now and I've got my camera with me, I don't feel like I am on holiday. I know it sounds really stupid, this, but it does feel that you're with me while I'm walking along and chatting away. It does feel like you were so not so lonely. And I don't think, if I wasn't doing the videos and I did go on my own, I think I would feel a bit lonely on holiday. You know, but Malta, going back to Malta there, so judging from what people have been posting on the TikTok and those sort of things, I would try and go before the madness. And I went on the 2020, on the last full week in April. Not massively hot there, but there were still some hot days, and it was lovely. I would absolutely go again, but even at that point, you could see the buses had started getting busy, and if you get caught in a road, in a traffic jam, well, that's just how it is. There's no getting out of it. There's lots of very narrow roads. Actually, on Gozo, when I went on to Gozo, there was one. But I think it was Gozo. We went down this road on a public bus, and honestly, we had to slow right down. It was so narrow with the buildings either side of there. And I looked at the buildings as we went through them, and they didn't look like they'd been chipped at all. So there must be very careful drivers in Malta. That's all I can think of. Well, of course, the bus drivers, professional. They're professional bus drivers over there. These bus drivers we've got are not professional anymore. I've watched them. They pull out in front of you, this, that and the other. Not like the old school, so he goes to Majorca now and travels alone. Nothing wrong with that, really, is there? Nothing wrong with that at all. Hello to Dean in Surrey. Evening to you, Dean. Nice to see you there, my love. Who's this there? Chris, Halloween has been big in Scotland. Has always been big in Scotland. I didn't know that. See, I only realised that when I went to visit my niece, who's living in the most beautiful place of Lossiemouth. If I had someone in my life, I would probably, and I didn't need to work anymore, or I could do like a different job perhaps, or I don't know, like drive a bus. I wouldn't mind driving a bus. Or something like that, then I would look at perhaps moving somewhere like that. It's just so nice. And it's like taking a step back in time when you go to some of these places. That being said, there was one day where the beach was really busy and I didn't like that. Too many people. Holiday makers. Oh, no, dear. Holiday I'm one of them. All these bodies on the beach. So no, I like it quiet. We can walk along places. I went in the forest while I was there, which you saw on one of the videos as well. That was nice. And the trip to Lynn Falls, which is a waterfall. I discovered only recently there are lots of places called Lynn Falls because recently my nephew and his wife and their beautiful family, that's Evie, the older girl, and Harry, the older boy, and baby Charlie, just about come out of baby. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can call him baby Charlie. Gets to a certain age and you think, nah. I was watching their recent video tonight, actually, just before I came on, and they were in a hotel on the way to Scotland, so services. Oh, I didn't write down the name of the place. What a beautiful service station. There's this great big area with all these tables where you can sit around and have your packed lunches and what have you. Beautiful place. Can't think of the name of the place. And there's little baby Charlie, and he wanted to be independent, so he's walking along with this little, he's only, what is he, 2? He's walking around with this little rucksack on his back, bless his heart. And then going down the stairs. They go down the stairs like a kitten. Have you watched a kitten going down the stairs? And they go down one at a time, don't they? If it's a kitten, they go that way, then that way, then that way, then that way, carefully going down the stairs. I remember being able to go up the stairs 2 at a time. Who remembers being able to do that? Literally 2 steps at a time. Can't do that anymore, love. Cool, I'm struggling up and down these stairs, desperately holding on to the banister. Maybe I'll get one of those lifts. Not a Stanner stair. You can get a proper lift. 14 grand. I looked it up. You have it in the middle of it, in the corner of your living room, right? Push a button and it goes straight up to the hallway or bedroom, depending on where you want to put it. 14 grand it was the last time I looked. What if it gets stuck? I never thought of that. I don't know if it works from like hanging or pushing up from some sort of pole. I don't know how something like that would work. Good idea though, isn't it? So thank you, Penny. I think it's Penny. Chris, Halloween has always been big in Scotland. Generally, a pumpkin means knock. Trick or treat. And there's me standing behind the door with a water gun. Psh, psh, have the trick. Psh, 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 psh. Thank you. Good evening to Peter Wright is joining us this evening. Good evening to you, Peter. He used to be along here all the time when we did the bingo nights and things like that. So Peter Wright with us tonight. Hello to you, Peter. And Stu and Sarah says, I watched the new Michael Jackson film last night. Was really good. Recommend you watch if you haven't seen it. I have seen it, and that was at my niece's. That was at my niece's. Really good film, that Michael Jackson one. Thank you very much. Lesley McWhirter is there. She's also in Scotland, in Glasgow. I belong to Glasgow. Dear old Glasgow Belle. Lovely. Lovely. How's you, dear? Love watching this show. You make my Sunday. Just a little bit of fun. That's all we have here. Little bit of fun. Thanks very much, Lesley, and welcome, my darling. Hi to Tony. Tony's Top Tips Workshop. Yeah, he sends a lot of messages on the comments and questions show, which is a pleasure to always read out, people sending those in. And he says, once again, cracking round of videos this week. Why you're not on TV? You should be. Well, I'm waiting for the offer for the Generation Game. Or maybe Doctor Who. But I'll have to check the scripts first. Not having any of that woke BS that they've been shoving down our throats for the last 3 years. We want to go back a little bit to, what's his name? Peter Capaldi. He was okay. It was okay up to that point. Then Jodie come in. Don't have any problem with a woman being a doctor. Doctor Who can be anyone. Can be anyone. Don't matter. Woman, man, any colour. Don't care, right? It was the scripts. And they became really woke. Really woke. So I would have to be an unwoke Doctor Who. The Amazon lady just spoke to me from the box ad. Does that ever happen to you? You know, you're sitting there and she suddenly says, I don't know how to help you with that. I didn't speak to you. It must be like having, you know, another half who keeps speaking out of turn. Shut up. Did I speak to you? I'm sorry it's taken a while to get through these messages. There's quite a few this evening to start off with, all right? Tony says, I must say, you would not be out of place at the Mad Hatter's tea party. What, as a sort of waitress? Is that? I'm getting these strange feelings now, Tony, that you want me to dress up in a French maid's outfit or something like that. I'm sorry, you know, I don't usually read messages like that on this channel. I think that's something Mark Bowles wants, the French maid's outfit, and I just feel a little bit uncomfortable in women's clothes, dear. I'm sorry. Perhaps when you have your Christmas dinner with your family, would you like me to turn up? You know, dish up your soup and everything like that in a French maid's outfit. Let me know. You pay, I fly. We used to decorate the inside and outside of our houses for Halloween. When his girls were young, keep up with the great videos. I'm sure you had a lovely time with that. Yeah. Thanks, Tony. Nice to hear from you on the live show today there. Let's have a look. Who says this? I noticed you have the same shirt on as yesterday morning. Oh, no. Did I really? I had a feeling I had this on. Oh, no. Do you want me to change the shirt? Or are you happy with me sitting here? I did notice. Yeah. I had a feeling I had the same shirt on. I thought I had the same shirt on as last Sunday. It was draped across the banister, you see. And I thought I must have got that out ready for me to wear on the show tonight. I'm sorry about that. And no, I'm not reading out the rest of that. Shocking. Dean says, are you dressing up for Halloween? How rude. I already am, apparently. And Liam, you have all of us in your life every Sunday night at 6, Chris. I feel you in my life, I do. I feel you in my life. I'm tempted to go and change the shirt halfway. Do we want to change for the next hour? Or are you happy with what I've got on? DJ Sparky is there. Good evening to DJ Sparky and his missus. They're down there in Cornwall. Sparky and Joe there. And the lovely Carl and Dottie are there. Hello to the lovely Carl and Dottie. Always a pleasure to see you two pop up in front of me. And Dottie has sent me a classic jam and coconut tray bake. And it says, save the recipe. All right, let me see if I can print that out so I don't lose it. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of baking this week. In fact, there's a bit of baking next week. Treacle sponge Treacle Sponge is the video on Thursday next week. All right, my loves. Treacle Sponge. Now, can I print this on here? No. Thought I might. Oh, hang on. What's that button do there? Nope. Oh, report Dotty from Mablethorpe. No, you haven't done anything wrong, have you, darling? Save as. Oh, save as. Oh, what's that? Hang on. Go to Messenger. No, let's just try a save as. Oh, yeah. Okay. Jam tray bake. Just in case I lose it. Oh, jam tray bake. That looks quite nice. Coconut. Was it coconut and jam? Is it, love? I think you said coconut and jam. Yeah. From Sophie Cooks Simple. Classic jam and coconut tray bake. That does sound nice. Thank you very much, Dotty. I'll do that. Yeah, I remember that one at school as well. I do remember that one. Yeah, thank you. Matt Martins is there. Hello to Matt. Good evening, Chris. Matt and Jake are here. They've sent a little picture of themselves there, actually. Let's just show that to you, my darlings. oh, I've got a package waiting for me at the co-op. I shall collect that afterwards. Oh, right, hang on. Let me just do it so they can't see your phone number. There we are. Lovely Matt and his son are watching the show tonight. There they are. There they are. All right. You two. They're over in Canada. And they say, we would like... Good evening, Chris, Matt and Jake here with you live. We would like to add our idea to your lineup of upcoming cooking shows, but we don't know if it's appropriate or not. Our suggestion would be poutine, which is comprised of French fries, cheese, curds, and gravy on top. Oh, the thing is, the gravy is comprised of beef and or chicken broth. With you being vegetarian, is that an automatic disqualifier as far as something you personally would not eat? Poutine is one of the most Canadian dishes we can think of and would absolutely love to see you make it. Pronounced poutine. Well, I pronounced it right. Oh, look, here's his boy making it. He looks like he's a happy chef. Unlike, who's the one who swears a lot? Gordon Ramsay, innit? Why does he have to swear so much? I mean, I know I swear. I do swear a bit, but blimey, it's unnecessary. Yeah, look, he's making it, bless him. Oh, look, he looks so happy doing that, doesn't he? Nice one, Jake. Yeah, I'm afraid I wouldn't eat that. I wouldn't eat it. Can you not use vegetable? What do you call it? Vegetable gravy on that, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, there we are. We learned something about the Canadians. That's something that they love to have there. Anyway, Katie's there. Hello, Katie. Katie is in the house. Katie and Matt, who kindly sent me an Amazon voucher this week. And I thought she was having a chat. Were they there? Yeah, they were on the radio show one morning this week. And they wanted to send me something. And as I say, unfortunately, there isn't an address for you to be able to send parcels or letters or anything like that. And she came back to me and says, oh, we found that we can send you an Amazon gift card via WhatsApp, which I didn't know. That was news to me. So she has indeed sent that through. And I got an email somewhere. I saw the email as well this morning when I was just getting ready to go to church this morning. I saw the email, so I'll have to read that and see if I have to do something to it. But I never knew that. You can send an Amazon voucher to someone on WhatsApp. Did you know that? All these different things that you can send stuff to. I will say, when it comes to Christmas, right? Don't go in a shop and buy a voucher for someone. Amazon is a different thing because there's so much in there. Like, for example, Boots the Chemist. You know, you buy someone like a £15, £20, £25 voucher from Boots the Chemist. There you go. Happy Christmas. Yeah, but now they've got to go to Boots. Do you see what I mean? They might have wanted a book or an item of clothing. With an Amazon voucher, I mean, the world is your oyster, isn't it? They just sell everything on there. So that's a nice thing to do, and thank you very much to our Bulgarian residents watching the show tonight. He says, maybe a funny chef's apron, your favourite chocolates, anything your heart desires. Watched your show last night. Love, Barry Manilow. Reardon and Weep is one of my favourites there. We've all got our own Barry Manilow favourite songs. I really like that new one, One More Chance. Beautiful, beautiful song. Good evening to Karen. Hello to Karen. Hello to Karen, who says, good evening, Chris. Did you get a chance to visit Gozo while you were in Malta? I certainly did. Are you in, I think you're in Ireland, aren't you, there, Karen? So welcome along to the show. I certainly did, yes. And so cheap to go there. It was like £5 return on the ferry. So cheap. But the queues getting on the ferry, they haven't quite, I don't know what else they could do, actually, to be honest. I managed. I wanted to go to the toilet while I was standing in the queue, and so I went to that. And when I came back, this queue had started moving forward. So please don't tell anyone. Rather naughtily, I came out of the toilet and quickly did a right and joined everyone that was moving forward without going back to my place right at the back. Bad, Chris. It reminds me of when I was in Israel, actually. Not Israel, but I'd gone on holiday to Israel, and I decided, it was me and my mate at the time, and we decided to go into Palestine to visit the church where it's built around, where it's said that Jesus was born. And there we were with a group, and the leader of this group was a lady called Maria. And it was interesting because, of course, Israel, Palestine, they don't get on right. However, for tourists, what happens is that you're on a coach. Sorry about that. You're on a coach and you go through into Palestine. The Jewish guide is with you. When he gets to a given point, which happens to be a souvenir stop, he stops there, okay? And then a Palestinian lady gets on. And he gets off. They talk to each other. They're quite friendly and all that. He gets off. He can't go any further into the country. So she comes on and takes over. And her name was Maria, Christian Palestinian. And she took us to this church. And she was great. She told me off. She told me off. We were in. I can't remember where we were now. I can't remember where we are. You know, I suffer a bit from IBS, unfortunately. And sometimes you really think you want to go, and then you get there, nah, not happening. Anyway, so we had Spanish people as well, and she was multilingual and could speak many languages. She's very, very clever, lovely, lovely lady she was, and we're in this place, and she's reeling off Spanish, and I thought, I want to go to the toilet. I'll wait till she's finished, and then she switched to English, and I said, excuse me, do you mind if I pop into the toilet there? Because I could see a toilet there. Couldn't you have gone while I was doing the Spanish bit? Well, yeah, go over there now. She told me off. Told me off. I felt so guilty. Of course I got there, couldn't go, could I? Couldn't go. No, it's all in the head. I swear a lot of it's in your head. Anyway, apart from that, she was brilliant. I thought she was absolutely brilliant, extremely knowledgeable, friendly to a point, you know. And then when we got into the church where it said Jesus was born, Jesus wasn't born in the church, he was born in a stable, of course. But they built the church around where this place is. There's a bit there, and you go down these steps. Well, of course, at that point, there's a massive long queue of people waiting to go down the steps. And you don't walk past. No, you stop. You kneel down. You can kiss the floor if you want to. I did. And so she's taking us all around the side of this queue, explaining some pictures and stuff in there. And we get to the front of the queue where the stairs are. She said, right, come over here. And so the queue's there, and we're here now. We're here. We've come around this queue with our guide, and we're there. Right, as soon as they start going down, just filter in with them. So there was another queue avoided. Thank you very much. I don't know if she was supposed to do that or not, but nevertheless, she was great. And at the end of it, I gave her a tip. I thought she was brilliant. And actually telling me off is quite funny as well. I do like a bit of a telling off. Perhaps you'll remember that, Mark Bowles, if you ever meet up with me. Thank you very much. So, yes, I did go to Gozo, Karen, and I went to this beautiful church there. Beautiful. It was in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure you know exactly where I mean. I can't remember the title of it, unfortunately. And it was quite new. It did come across as quite a new place. If you like going in churches, and you know, You don't need to be religious to go and have a look inside a church. Go to Malta. Every time you go around another corner, there's another beautiful church or two. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, thank you, Karen. Vanessa. There's our Vanessa, and she sent me some of her, Vanessa in Barnsley, sending me some of her beautiful decorations here. All right, we're going to be opening the phone line shortly, gang, okay? Look at this. Her awesome decorations. Let's show you these from the lovely Vanessa. Oh, it's lovely. So it's a bit blurred. Look at that. Yeah, a bit early for. I think it's a bit early for that cat, but you know, you do what you like. It's your house, my love. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that great? Beautiful. Thank you, Vanessa, for your autumn decorations. Some people go to great effort to do things like that. Lisa Lewis is there. Hello, Lisa. Got to love a Sunday. You there? Then Sharon and Martin on Butler's Empire at 8 o'clock in just an hour and 10 minutes time, boys and girls. Lisa's been to Claridge's. It's the best. It certainly is. Yeah, I've stayed there a few times now. You know, it's like a special treat. Usually Christmas, I'll go Christmas for a couple of nights. One night during the year at some point, which kind of matches up really when I'm taking great niece Evie out for her afternoon tea on Tuesday. And Lisa says, the ice cream van has just come down the road. I used to tell my children it meant the ice cream had run out. Is that bad? Oh, that's terrible, Lisa. Oh, that's terrible. But what a great idea. Yeah. I love it. I love it. That really is awful, isn't it? Thank you. And Matt Martins, we're able to find a suitable recipe for you to try. So thank you for that, Matt. I shall save that one there. It's not a picture, so that will just save on the system. Rather good. Dean in Surrey usually does window display. I use an American company called Atmos FX. The window display moves. Oh, I don't know what that is, to be honest. I don't know what that is. Yeah, not sure what that is, but I'm sure it's rather wonderful. Whatever it is, whatever you do is fine. It's always fine. Steph, please don't get Mark Bowles excited changing shirts. He'll want to watch. I think he will, Steph. It's always the quiet ones, my love. Always those that keep batting you away. Seriously, it is. The amount of married men knocking on my door all day as of the day and night is shocking. It really is. Linda Lofthouse, leave your shirt on. It's absolutely fine. Thought you might like to know that Tony's Tips, is my husband. I didn't know that. Ah. Well. Loved hearing the adults scream at our Halloween decorations. The kids loved them. Oh, Patricia in Manchester is in her car at the moment, driving along. There's Mark. Oh, great. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Mark says, can you open the phone line soon? He's hoping that Julie will call in. He's got a little bit of a... I think Julie's in competition with me to get hold of Mark Bowles. I do think that. He's in Somerset, in the Westwood television area, aren't you, my love? And we're going very highbrow now. We're going posh, boys and girls. Why are we going posh? Oliver is there. Oliver and Laura in Richmond upon Thames. Yes. Rich, but you can only ever dream of owning a house there. They do. Yeah, big things around the big wooden, what are they called? Things at the bottom of the wall again. I forgot last week. The wood bits. Side, oh God, wall, can't think there. You know the bits of wood that go around the bottom of the wall and then attached to the floor? Great big ones in Richmond, all carved out. Lovely. Yeah, not your Barrett homes there. No Barrett homes in Richmond, dear. No Wimpy homes in Richmond. Proper houses, all looking different. Yes, they've got one of those. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well. We're all enjoying the show, as always. Laura has suggested you make a banana loaf or banana muffins. What do you think? Banana loaf? Yeah, banana loaf or muffins? Banana loaf or muffins. I noticed we seem to be getting a lot of baking suggestions rather than other stuff at the moment. Is that you're hoping that I'm going to make another disaster, as is with the lemon drizzle cake? Lemon drizzle cake. Thank you. Mark Bowles is going on something about bees. Beehive. He wants to know if Julie a lovely caller from Timsbury, is it? Timsbury? If she's got a beehive haircut. I think that's what Mark's saying there. And Liam says he was lucky. He told the ice cream man was sold out. My dad said he was a child snatcher scouting the area looking for his next victim. You know what? I thought the other day I came across, people put TikToks up and of bits from films and stuff like that, don't they? One of the most scariest characters ever, the child catcher on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You watch it. Blimey, that's a scary bloke, isn't it? And how someone like that can walk the streets looking like that and being like that, and no one suspected him. Horrible. Debbie, we'd love to hear from Julie. We're in Dorset, so not very far away. You'll have to start doing your Christmas cake soon. Well, I'm quite ahead with my videos at the moment. Yeah, I've gone through to sort of... let me see. There's one here that's scheduled for the 17th of September. That's a halloumi and chickpea thing that Matthew in Northumberland sent in. He actually sent me the recipe, so I did that this week, and that's gone up waiting. There we are. All righty, let's open the phone line then. There we go. There we go. Phone line open. If you'd like to call in, boys and girls, there is now a phone number. Okay, 020-8144-3477 is my local London number. Now, there's only one line, so once someone is on it, no one else can call in, okay? And also, no one else can take the call and say, oh, hello, he's on the phone at the moment, can you call back? Because there's only me sitting there. I know a lot of you think there are banks and banks of telephone operators standing by to take your calls, boys and girls, but it is actually a lie. All those people there, I know you're going to find this hard to believe, all those people you see in front of you there are probably not with us anymore. What a dreadful thing to say. 020-8144-3477 is my local London number if you fancy calling in tonight. We hope Julie are calling. I always enjoy listening to Julie, as indeed does our lovely Mark Bowles. He just can't wait to hear what she's got to say, whether or not maybe she's been to another car boot sale or maybe even a jumble sale. Do they have those anymore? Do you get jumble sales anymore? I don't think you do they? They were killed off by Primark. Seriously. The cheap clothes that you could buy from Primark, people don't need second hand anymore, we can afford something from Primark. Oh yes, dear. All the girls in those leggings and the little crop tops, which are far too small for them, they're always in that Primark looking for another item to wear. Yeah. Rhiannon's there. Hello, Rhiannon. Beautiful lady, Rhiannon. Hi, Chris. Me again. You will be fed up. Hang on. You will be fed up saying my name soon. No, I won't, love. No, I won't. Of course I won't, darling. Without your messages, not much of a show, really, is there? It's just me chatting away, talking about nothing. Eh? Great week of videos. Looking forward to the next batch. I used to decorate our home with Halloween, especially when the children were small. I used to do a theme pumpkin every year. The best one was a Cookie Monster one. Not sure if I can send a picture. Yeah, I've got it here, so don't worry. All new to this. She's all new to the whole messaging thing. Yeah, you can send pictures. All new to this. Shirts every week are fab. Cool dude. She liked the shirts. Thank you. I'm in great disarray that I've worn the same one as I did for yesterday morning. But there you go. Now and again, we make an error. I wonder how many mistakes Mark Bowles has made before. Probably with women, you see, Mark. That's where you're going wrong, lovey. Come over to the bright side. Come over to the bright side. He's seen the light. Praise be the Lord. There's a gospel choir in town centre in September. I'm hoping to see that. Yeah, 11:30 one Saturday morning apparently. So I'll have to get me shoes on quickly to get that comments and questions show recorded, hopefully, and go and see them. Let's just snapshot the Cookie Monster thing she's done here. Query for you: can I listen to your radio show on my device? Don't want to mention the name, or is it on YouTube? You can listen if you've got a phone or anything like that. on the in the address thing, if you type in reachonair.com, right, it'll take you to the page. Somewhere on there is a listen button. Just press that and it'll start playing through your device. All right, it's as easy as that. You don't need to be sitting at a computer. It is on Amazon as well. You would have to enable the skill called Reach on Air. I think it's all one word from what I remember. Let me just show people your cookie jar. That's great. Look at this. Look what people do. There's so much talent here, isn't there, really? Let me just have a little bit of water. Look. It's good, isn't it? Rhiannon done this. Really good. Cookie jar there. Yeah, so type in reachonair.com in your phone. You can do it on your Amazon device. Hang on, let me just type in her name without mentioning it, otherwise it'll set you all off. Ow, you set my Amazon off. Devices, what am I looking for? Skills, innit? Where's skills? Skills and games. I'll show you what it looks like. It's always so much easier than it. Reach on air. I think it's all one word, reach on air. Oh, it says, I'm not sure how to help you with that. Oh, that's useless, isn't it? Oh, that's Ask Alexa. Where's the search? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Reach on air. It's great fun in the morning. Nothing serious. It's very fast moving. I will say that. It's a very fast moving show. The second hour, 9 till 10, is very fast. The first hour is a little bit more laid back. But yeah, we do it. No, I can't find it now. Your search did not return any results. Great. Maybe it's 3 words, is it? Then you can have it on your Amazon device. Oh, there it is. Look. Okay. Oh no. So it's not all one word. It's 2 words. Reach and then on air. Look. Let me make it. Can I make that bigger for you? No, I can't. Can you see? That's what you would search on your skills in the Amazon things for your little loudspeakers. All right. That's how it looks. Just enable that on your phone in the settings thing, and then you can play it through your loudspeakers, and then all you do is say her name, play Reach on Air, and she should be able to play it. Sometimes she mishears and you'll get reached by S Club 7, so just keep trying until she starts playing it. All right, happy to help you there. Thank you, Patricia in Manchester. Skirting boards. Why can I never remember what that's called? Skirting boards. In Richmond, they have big... They're like 10 metres high, the skirting boards there. None of this little tiny little piece of wood going around there. You know, they're like this. A few inches high. All ornate. Carved woodwork proper. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for telling us that, Patricia. And that's the Cookie Monster themed pumpkin there. Yeah, so let us know if you're there. You can send messages in, and we use the same number as this, okay? Text or WhatsApp. We use the same number for joining in with the radio show. Little competitions tomorrow is between. I'll tell you what's in. Do you want to know how the show works? Do you want to know what's in it? Because you might want me to read out a story for you, because we have a feature between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning, which is almost identical to Simon Bates' Our Tune. Do you remember that? La 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 la. And Mary met John one day down a pub. For ages and ages they didn't see each other, and then just by chance he was driving along and knocked her over. When he got out of the car to look at her on the floor, he realised it was the love of his life that he'd met only 800 years ago, called Mary. And now she lay there next to his car, quietly dying. Obviously, I've made that one particularly bad. But yeah, they can be... It's a story like that. So if you've got a story like that you'd want me to tell, okay, no more than sort of 2 of these pages long, then I will read it out on my radio show, usually between 8 and 9. Now, you know, I'm quite jokey and I don't take things seriously, but if you send in a letter like that, it will be read exactly as it is with no mick taken, okay, ever. It can finish happy or it can finish sad. We've had quite a few people who have kind of died at the end of it, and that's fine, but that's what the feature's about. Very, very similar, almost identical to Simon Bates's Our Tune. We've used different music, or I've used different music, and I call it Our Song. And the lovely Roy created a wonderful jingle for me for this feature in the show. Let me play you the jingle because we can do that. Here's the jingle that Roy created for that, and then you'll get the feel to how the whole thing goes.
On the Chris Reardon Show. Her song.
Idea, okay. Just cutting in there, we've got a call in. It could be Julie. Who's on the line, please?
Hi, it's Lesley Water here.
Who is it? Oh, Lesley, beg your pardon.
Hi.
I thought you were Julie for a minute, Lesley, but you're not.
Sorry, I'm not Julie.
That doesn't matter. Every call is important in equal amounts on this programme.
I just think because I comment on your show
Yep.
and I pull you up for your mishaps with your cooking, I thought you should hear my voice from Glasgow.
That's yeah. You feel free.
You might need subtitles.
No, I like a bit of correction, Lesley. Believe me. Do you?
Yeah, I get told that all the time. Yeah,
I think I might have a correction here or two. Yeah. You feel free anytime. Any comment, whatever way it goes, is highly.
What is I'm going to ask you?
Yeah.
Eggs, spinach, tomato, red onion, make a flan.
Spinach, red onion, and tomato flan. Is it?
Yeah.
Spinach, red onion,
Eggs,
and tomato
flan.
Right, I've written that down.
You need pastry. Also, you need pastry.
Pastry and eggs, did you say? Eggs.
Yeah, eggs.
Okay. The last time I used spinach, I don't know if you saw that one, I bought it along with the other ingredients, and then a few days passed. And then I was about to do this.
And then it went, it goes.
Yeah, at the bottom of the spinach.
I'm not going to say the word, but it goes crap.
You know, like that green stuff that you find on a pond that's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
It looked just like that. But you know, the top bit was all right, so I just took out
I'll
that.
give you a wee tip.
Yeah, it was
All
fine.
your viewers, because they're listening, see if you buy carrots,
Yeah,
you chop the two ends off,
yeah,
half it in the middle,
yeah.
put it in cold water, shove it in the fridge. It does you four weeks in your
does
fridge.
it now? Does it?
And change your water every 3 days, and your carrots will be fresh as the daisies it comes.
Oh, see, there's your tip there. You must have learnt all this maybe from your mum.
No,
Oh.
she can't cook. You kidding me on?
Do you know what I'm thinking sometimes is when some of these lads get married and they've had a really good mum who's a cook and what have you. Have you got any children, have you?
I've got Brian. You've said hello to him. He's autistic.
Okay.
He's got learning difficulties. So that's my son.
He's with you?
But
So he's with you, is he?
Aye, he stays with me. My other son's married and out that door. Well,
Okay.
bye. Hooroo.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how it was, for example, what was his name, your other son who's got married?
Alan.
Alan. I wonder how it was, because obviously for years and years you've looked after him, you've cooked for him. Then he got married, and then the menu changes.
And I was
is
fucking
it?
happy she took him away from me, honestly.
The menu changes.
Honestly, it's the best thing. Because you know what, Chris? I've no mess. I don't need to be picking up. I don't need to be going into the room, picking up bowls, picking up plates, picking up that. I don't need to.
Yeah, it all changes. And then they realise, actually, Mum was a much better cook than I ever said she was.
I don't know if your mum ever said this to you. Go on, you bring that down, put it on the worktop. You don't need to wash it, just bring it down. And they never done it. And then my mum would say, where's the forks, where's the spoons, where's the knives, something like that.
I think it's got
know what I mean? You can't find nothing.
I think it's got different as the years have gone on, because I don't remember ever taking plates of food up to my bedroom. I don't
Oh,
think...
my mum used to let us. She bad habit, but she let us. But did we bring it down? No.
Oh, that's
Everything
hilarious.
on.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and another thing my dad said, don't stop
Oh, hang on a
the
minute.
pole.
Alexa, stop. Alexa keeps blooming butting in tonight. I don't know what's wrong with her. Carry on.
My dad used to say, Chris, if you stood near a lamppost,
Yeah.
because I'm skinny, right, my dad said, don't you let a 5 paper rolled up to man.
Oh, what's your secret? Because I could do with losing about 2 stone. What's your
I
secret?
don't eat, a bad eater.
I think I'm going to have to do a diet program. There we go. We're going to have to do a diet
And Chris,
program.
your peers are going to hate me, because I know they're listening, they're going to hate me.
What?
And know how they're going to hate me. I can't stand Christmas. I don't like Halloween. I don't like bonfire night. I don't like Easter. Right? Doesn't mean my wains, they're 33 and 32, don't get nothing. I give them cash. And I don't do it. See, somebody, it was one night episode, EastEnders were on, it was a crucial episode, right? And this is EastEnders. And somebody banging on my door at Halloween. She annoyed me that much, I pulled a bucket of water at her.
Yeah.
Go away. Yeah, I pulled a bucket of water at her. I know, bad, true, whatever. But I done it, Chris, because I was pretty much fucking EastEnders.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I used to like the Christmas TV stuff. To be fair, that what we had Christmas in the 70s and 80s, I don't know how old you are, in the 70s and 80s.
I'm 54. I'm 54,
Oh, you're
Chris.
much
I
young-
like Steptones, son.
Yeah,
I like
you're much-
Lonely and Horses. Dad's Army.
Yeah, much
Go
younger.
for it, bit of that.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Same as us then. Same as us. But the TV we had at Christmas in the 70s and 80s, you didn't want to move from the TV from about 2. It would start kind of... I mean, you'd have stuff on in the morning, but really, once Top of the Pops had come on and the Queen, that was it. You didn't move from that telly. It was that good. That good.
And
It's
it's
brilliant.
annoying when somebody tramps your door and you're like, oh no, answer it because I'm watching this.
Yeah. Ah, well, Lesley.
Well, but if that be last who's listening, I apologise for singing the water earlier, but yeah, annoying me.
You carry on singing as much as as you do. My sister loves people singing. She loves it. She loves it, especially if it's ABBA. Do you know any ABBA?
Dancing Queen.
What one?
Dancing Queen.
Oh, good. Off you go then.
No, I'm not that good singer. I'm fucking you, Chris.
I'll sing it with you.
I heard you singing One Moment in Time. Well, I heard you singing that.
It wasn't that one. That wasn't the song. No, One More Chance. Give
One More
me
Chance?
one more chance. That was what I was singing. Barry Manilow. Do you like
I don't
Manilow?
know. No. Sorry, Chris. I don't.
Do you know what I like about you, Lesley? You're really
What?
direct. I like that.
I'm sorry,
No
man. I'm
pussyfooting
so sorry.
around. Very direct.
so
I
sorry.
like that. Tell
You
me
know,
the
my son's like, don't call him. Don't call him. Because you know what? He's down the stairs, watching you down the stairs, and he chips me up to my room. He watches you up this room. So he's going to have a hissy fit because I've called you in.
Tell me, what music do you like? And what music does your son like, the one who's with you?
Well, no, I like, what do you call it? Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yeah.
Sinatra.
Yeah.
I like him. I like a wee bit of Dancing Queen, but I like Brandon Flowers.
Who?
Mr. Brightside.
Brandon?
Flowers, Mr. Brightside.
Oh, Mr. Brightflight. Yeah, Mr. Brightside.
I
you
like him. And I like all your I like the bebop. I don't like any goes bang, 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 bang,
Yeah,
bump, bump,
okay.
bump. It goes on my bloody nerves. It goes on my nerves. Can't go up.
don't like
54.
house music. My younger
like
nephew.
that.
My younger
Yeah.
nephew Jimmy is a big fan of Frank Sinatra. He likes, and he's
Aye, I like
he's
that.
only 20.
That's
Was he
breaking
28?
the news and all that. I like all that.
Yeah.
And then when I get a wee drink in me, I just go bebop, bebop.
Oh, Lesley, thanks ever so much for calling, and it's nice to
I
hear a
just wanted
voice.
you to hear my voice, but try my wee recipe after you've made everybody else's recipes.
All right, my love. Look after yourself,
And
darling.
don't
I've written
mess
it down
it
here.
up. Look, read your recipe first. Get everything out first before you do it. Don't do your pasta disaster. You should have cooked that veg first.
Lesley, look after yourself, and I'll speak to you soon.
I was screaming at the telly. You.
Go
Fun.
Ta-ra, love.
See you later.
There we are.
Bye.
The lovely-
Bye, viewers.
Ta-ra, love.
Bye. Bye.
Lovely, Lesley there. And which button are we on that one there? Lesley there calling in from Glasgow. So we've written that down. Spinach, red onion and tomato flan. I could be doing that one. That sounds quite nice there. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Vanessa in Barnsley. Let's have a look. Vanessa in Barnsley. I don't know the lady's name, but I'm howling. She is a star. There you go, Lesley. Someone thinks you're a star there. What a great call. What a great call that was. I love it. I love talking to people on the phone here. Big G. Evening to Big G. Evening, mate. I'm here. He's on the phone. He's on a train as well tonight. Where are you off to, Big G, I wonder? Evening to Gary Ross. Evening to you. He's hoping to tune into the radio show tomorrow morning. 8 till 10 tomorrow. You know where it is. Let's put up the little thing again. 8 till 10 tomorrow. There you are. I'll leave that up for a second if you want to write anything down, boys and girls. Just type in reachonair.com into any device that you've got there. Okay, and then there'll be a listen button somewhere. You can press that and it'll start playing out for you. And we do have such fun there. If you want to watch the show, then you can do so. We can't do it on YouTube due to copyright reasons, okay? But there is a very similar app called Twitch. And we are able to do the show on Twitch. And indeed, we do so every morning. TWITCH. That are usually far up round about anywhere between sort of 1:45 and sort of 10 to 8. And then we just play a little bit of music. And then I come on at 8 o'clock. And we start the show a minute and a half past 8, okay, after the news. So do join us on there. It's very, very similar to this, to be honest, but with music. Okay? You might like the music. You might not. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But Lesley, I have to tell you, it is the second half is a bit bang, bang, bang. A little bit bang, bang, bang. Not all of it, a bit bang, bang, bang. But just, let's just take another call here. Let's see who's on the line. Hello, who's on the line there, please?
Well, good evening. It's Matt and Jake from Winnipeg, Canada.
Matt and Jake in Canada. This must be costing you an arm and a leg.
Absolutely, but for you, every penny is worth it, mate. Every penny.
I think so. I think I am probably worth it. How are you two tonight? All right?
Oh, we're doing good. Jake, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Hello, Jake.
Oh, yeah.
I just see that you've sent in another photo, so let's show people that. And that's a good photo there. Did you just do that tonight? Who did that? You or Jake?
That was both of us, actually.
Did you? Very, very good. Look at that. There we are. They've done that. That's them two sitting there. All right. Lovely. What you two been up to? Anything you want to ask me tonight?
Well, more or less, Jake wanted to tell you about a new word that's been used around our house.
Okay.
Jake, what is it?
Honions.
Honions. That's what my dad used to call onions, Honions. That's right. I had a lovely father. His name was Gerald. And he used to call them Honions. And also sometimes Hanimals. You know, animals. Hanimals. Yeah. He didn't have anything wrong with his speech. He just now and again, as a little bit of a funny, he would call them, let's go and see the Hanimals or the Honions. We're going to put Honions in there. Do we need any Honions, Bid? My mum's name was Bridget, and he called her Biddy. And my nan, her mother also called her Biddy as well. I had the most wonderful parents, just like you do, Jake, there with your dad there and your mum and what have you. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your parents do sound very lovely, I have to say. It's always, I have to admit, it makes us very sad when we hear your remarks in regards to, kind of how you felt about maybe not giving him, you had mentioned about the respect due. I'm so sorry you feel that way. That's got to be an absolutely terrible feeling.
Yeah, it never goes away, really.
No, and it really emphasizes, what it's like, even for me. I mean, my dad is still with me, and it really has put things in perspective for me to remember that, our parents, they do deserve that respect. And I think you really helped to instill that in us just by reminding us of how often you feel that way, that if you don't have that kind of relationship, that you could be left with a number of years feeling the way you do. And, thank you so much for being open about that with us.
Yeah, so I try and share that to younger people so that they don't make the same mistake, really.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So, Jake, are you on holiday at the moment? How do the holidays work there from school?
So, Jake, how long have you been on holiday for?
1 or 2 months by now.
2
does it start?
months. Oh, we don't get to. I think our children get 6 weeks. I think Scotland is slightly different from England. The Scottish children, which is of course where my niece's children are, and they're now 14, 13, and 8. I think they're now back at school, but they finish earlier. So they finished school in June, and they're already back.
Right.
They went back. I think it was last week. Actually, I can't remember now. I think it was last week they went back. Our English children still have another 2 weeks, but then again, they don't break up till sort of July. So they do have the same amount of holiday, just at slightly different times. I don't know why that is. It might be something to do with the light, because in Scotland it remains light longer than it does in England in the summer. I assume that in the winter Scotland is darker earlier than the UK. I don't know. Than England.
I would say if it's like Canada, yeah. Like so, for example, during the summertime here in Canada, right, the sun typically comes up about 5 a.m, and it would go away around, I would say, 10:30 at night, something like that.
In the summer.
Whereas in the summertime, yeah. Whereas in the wintertime, we're not seeing that sun till around 8 a.m.
Yes.
And then it's already gone by about 5 p.m.
Yeah,
So it's quite the difference. Yeah.
I always like to joke with any Australians that have come over, usually on a microphone on the stage somewhere. You know, when they come over here, I said, well, my friend, 2 Australians, they came over here just in the middle of December. They thought it was the end of the world, you know, because, I mean, they get up in the morning, it's pitch black, and then the sun comes out at about a minute to midday. And then at midday, it disappears again. We only get 1 minute of light in the middle of winter, and they believe you.
Of course they would.
I tell you, in the summer,
you gotta love playing with them.
In the middle of right in the middle of the what's that word? You know, the longest day, whatever that word.
The equinox.
Equinox. Thank you,
yeah.
equinox.
Yeah.
Right in the bang in June, the longest day of the year. Because I remember many years ago, we were having a bit of a hot summer, and at that time I was doing a lot of jogging. Right. Well, you just couldn't do it. It was so hot, you could not jog during the day. So I started doing it at night. On one particular Saturday night, I was DJing somewhere in Oxford called Cloud. I think it was called Cloud. And I drove home, and I thought, do you know what? I'm not tired. I'm going to go for a jog tonight, and I bet the sun will come up before I get home. And I got home at about 3:20 in the morning. And at 3:30, it had only just got light enough that you could see the floor in front of you without a torch.
Wow.
And I went out and jogged. And I went out and jogged in the forest, right? And there were these animals that you never see during the daytime, deers and rabbits. And they're kind of looking at me as I'm going around, jogging around, thinking, what on earth is he doing here? Do you know what I mean? At this time of day.
This creature should not be awake at this hour. Yeah.
And there were a couple of people with dogs over there walking their dogs up past 3 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh.
I only did it once. Yeah, once. And that was great.
Well, I mean, what's happening over there? Is it turning into New York where it just never sleeps? There's people out and about at all hours?
Well, yeah. I mean, London's a bit like that, to be honest. And even in London, in that same year, I finished work at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And I thought...
Yeah, true enough.
Eh? Can you hear me?
And I was going to say, you got people that are doing food deliveries. We watch on YouTube all the time. These guys in London, they're delivering food at all hours, mate.
Are you watching The Boy on the Bike, London Eats?
Yes, you got us tuned right into that, and we're enjoying that.
There's another boy on there I mentioned in the comments and questions show yesterday, London Hustle. And blow me down, I put the YouTube on this morning just while I was getting ready for church, and he was on there and he's had his bike stolen. I thought one of his bikes got stolen. Yeah, he's had one of his bikes stolen. London Hustle is his name. He's not quite as good. He's all right, he's not quite as good as London Eats, but he's okay. And I did feel sorry for him. And these electric bikes are quite expensive, like £2,000.
Yeah. They're quite dear, aren't they?
You can get a cheap Chinese one for like 500 quid, but, a bit of water probably, I would imagine, would get in that easily. They're not very well made. I did get a bike given to me kindly by my brother-in-law, 10 Ways. That was the manufacturer of that electric bike, but it wouldn't go up hills. It was not good. Wouldn't go up hills anyway. I put it in a shed up at the caravan. And then when I
Yeah.
came back to the caravan, I think in April, I got it out of the shed, and a lot of the spokes, they'd literally broken. And how has that happened? So I don't know what sort of metal they're using to make those ones, but yeah, it's just one of those things. And then, of course, last
It's
year...
got to be some of that pretend Chinese junk. I mean, let's just be honest. Sometimes the stuff from China, mate, is just a little bit on the poor side.
Yeah, some of it. I mean, there's a lot of
Some of
stuff in the house now that is probably Chinese, and it works perfectly well. It's very well made. But there are other things, like the metal that we're using probably wasn't very good. I can't understand. It wasn't just one. There was loads of these spokes that were literally, they'd broken. You know, and I'm like, well, how have they broken? No one's used the thing or anything like that. But that's okay. And then last year I bought one myself, a little bit on, not massively expensive, but, you know, expensive in comparison to a normal bicycle. And that was a Specialized, and that's the one I've got now, and I love it. I love it. Goes up hills, no problem, you know. I mean, you can't push a button. You have to pedal it still. But a lot of the pressure, you don't need the pressure of a normal bike, you know?
Well, yeah, I guess you... but like you say, everything's a little bit different, isn't it? I mean, you never know what you're going to get.
No, you don't. You don't. Even when you...
And you got, you just got those measuring cups, right? You better check to see where those were made. We bought some. They were made in China, and they said stainless steel. And within about 6 to 8 months, that you could see pieces of rust and stuff. Just the craziest thing. Yes, so please check that.
You don't want to be eating bits of rust.
Well, isn't that it? I mean, Mark Bowles might enjoy you doing a bit of that, but I mean, we would not enjoy it. Honestly,
I think there was a bloke on I mean, I've mentioned him before. He was driving an Uber taxi in Florida, and me and my mate, not the January before, we got in this, and he was about 75. And I'm chatting away to him, and he was a lovely bloke to talk to. And he said his dad always said to him, it's better to wear out than rust away. And I think he's absolutely right.
Isn't that true?
I keep myself busy and all that. All right, what are you up to this? Are you doing?
Bluff?
Sorry, Jake, pardon?
Can we do Call My Bluff?
We could do Call My Bluff. Yes, we can do Call My Bluff. Would you like to do that now while you're there?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me get a little Call My Bluff question up just for you, and then anyone else who wants to join in can play it as well. There it is. Hang on, let me see. Can I get through a couple of messages here? Let me just read a couple of these messages, and you can stay on the line. Are you all right staying on the line? Would you like me to call you?
Well, good. It's all good. We'll just hit mute as if we're not even there.
Okay. All right, let me read out a couple of these messages and then we'll do Call My Bluff. Dean in Surrey says, when you cook, Chris, you use the fire alarm as a timer. Oh, shut up. You remember the smoke alarm going off. Gary Coleraine is there in Northern Ireland. Hello to you, Gary. Another great week watching your YouTube channel. You never give up. We must never give up, dear. Don't give up and make my day. Keep the happiness you produce brightens my day. Thank you, Gary. Gary Coleraine there in Northern Ireland. Liam, a lot of people giving you ideas what to cook, but why don't you do a ready, steady cook thing where you get 5 items from us to use and you have to use something out of it for a video? No instructions, just your skills. Well, and you're saying it there in your own sentence, just your skills. I don't have any cooking skills. So that wouldn't come out very well, would it? There was someone who wrote last week, he just keeps going. Absolutely. We can't give up. Mike T. Kirsty's back home now. So hello to Kirsty just joining us there. Mark Bowles. Yeah, could you do that for me, actually, with your shirt? You know, if you suddenly turn up somewhere, no need to put a new shirt on, Mike. Mark, thank you very much. Andy Eglerton there. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well. Looking forward to the treacle sponge. That's on Thursday night. Thursday night at 6 o'clock is the treacle sponge, all right? Oliver and Laura in Richmond. Oh, my. It's just come to me that you're a big fan of Steve Allen. Absolutely. Steve Allen, he used to be on LBC and he left. I think he got the push, unfortunately, but... I used to love listening to him on the way home when I've been DJing, when he was doing overnights. Then he moved to 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. So I kind of lost contact there. once he moved to that time. But I used to love listening to Steve Allen. Absolutely hilarious there. Where do we go there? Is that Oliver and... Just a second, my darlings. Oliver and... Where is it? Bomb. That one there. Let me just delete a couple, otherwise I won't remember where I am. Right, yeah, Oliver and Laura in Richmond. You're a big fan. Steve Allen, years back, before they took him off LBC, I used to tune in 4 till 7 a.m. every weekday morning. He's a huge miss now. When we pop into Twickenham, we see him now and again. Have you ever spoke to him? I bumped into him in Vermeulen's Garden Centre. Vermeulen's, I think it's called, because he kept mentioning it. So this is about... Gosh, it must be 6 or 7 years ago. So I said to my mate, let's go down this garden centre. Steve Allen keeps mentioning it. And we went down there. And I'm walking around and I heard this voice. And I said to Ronnie, I said, that's Steve Allen. He said, how do you know? I said, I know that voice anyway. And I walked round the corner. He's standing there. Steve, yes. I said, hello, Chris Reardon. Oh, hello, Chris. Pleased to meet you. Because I'd sent him messages backwards and forwards. And he knew I used to DJ at the Black Cap, where he used to go before I was there. So that would have been early 80s maybe that he used to go in there. So I did meet him very quickly there. And that was the whole station just turned on him. They didn't like what he was doing. All lefties, you see. Lefties. Woke. All woke. And they didn't like what he was doing, the way he would run people down and whatever. But it was just comedy. It was just funny. That's all it was. Nothing was meant or anything like that. The same as when I'm doing this stuff. You know, certain things I say and do, you're used to me now. So you kind of get it, don't you? Do you know what I mean? And nothing is ever offensive. You know, like when I might say, oh, yeah, I saw these people. And clearly people that fly on Ryanair. You know what I mean? It's only taken in great humour. And that's how I listened to his show. Well, they pushed him. And then they were told, once he had left, they were told never to mention him again. I know this for a fact. You know, people ring up and they say, oh, how's Steve Allen doing? And they get the dump button pushed on them so that his name doesn't go over. Dreadful. And he was there for years since it first started. Dreadful way to treat people. That's why you never want to go on radio or proper telly, because that's when they're finished with you, that's it, you're gone. I'm open to sit here for many years. Who's gonna push me from here? Only if I really say something horrible, which I have no intention of doing or want to do, whether on or off the telly, you know. So we got the skirting board. There we go. Skirting board. Let's call it How Not To with Chris. It gets a lot better with the cooking. I hope it gets better with the cooking. Maybe, Steph, you never know, my love. You never know. Let's see. Chris, it took my son 10 seconds after I call you. Mum, what are you doing calling Chris? Sorry, I just wanted you to hear my voice. And what a lovely voice you got, Lesley. Thank you, my darling. I did have to put the subtitles on, though, I must admit. You got a proper Scottish accent there. We love it. Thank you. Liam says he can't stand LBC with the big bloke James O'Brien. Horrible man. Oh, what a miserable... Imagine having him in your life. James O'Brien. Just so... He hates everything UK, doesn't he? He's so miserable. Hello to Shania there. Look. Liam had an argument with him on air, so he cut him off. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's him, isn't it? Awful bloke. I mean, turn it on tomorrow morning, LBC, about 10 o'clock, and listen to James O'Brien. Make up your own minds and come back to me next week and let me know. Am I with you next week? Sunday night? Yeah, I'm with you next week. It's bank holiday, isn't it? Bank holiday. Oh, isn't it next week? We're doing the long show. We might do a long show next week. And the reason is the Butler's Empire crew, that's my sister and Martin, are doing a meet and greet where they're raising money for people. I don't have the information to hand, unfortunately, but they're doing some sort of event with raffle, and I don't know if there's music or anything like that there. It was tickets. They're selling tickets and they're raising money for one of Sharon's friends who is, I think, around a little bit younger than me, I think she is. And she got to the top of her stairs and somehow fell back. And she's now I think the correct term is paraplegic in a wheelchair. You know, to have your life suddenly change in a split second like that, can't walk, no use from down there, okay, going downwards. So she's in a wheelchair. So they're doing that to raise money for her. So that's at the Ragged Apron next Sunday. Don't just turn up, though. You will need a ticket. Why don't you watch the Butler's Empire show after me, just after 8 o'clock tonight? And if you've got any questions, just put that in the chat box and they'll be happy to answer you. All right? So and I don't think they're doing a live next week, so therefore I might just do a little bit longer. If the show allows it, you know, we might run out of things by 8 o'clock and then that's fine, but it doesn't matter. But we can go on. I could go on now if I wanted to past 8 o'clock, but it's, you know, that would be not the thing to do. Do you know what I mean? That would be wrong to do that, because knowing that they're going to start at 8. So that's why I always start at 8. One or two of you have said, oh, you can go on a bit longer. No, not really. I know sometimes we accidentally go over 8 by a minute or two, but I wouldn't extend my show because that's just not right. But next week, I think we can. I'm pretty sure they're not doing a show next week, so we might extend a little bit longer. Mark Bowles says, typical, I'm not here next Sunday. Well, where are you then? What's your game going away then? What's your game going away suddenly? You know, without my permission. Yeah, exactly. Shania is joining us. Hello, Shania. She's a bit late for church duties tonight. Thank you, Shania. And let me just show you a picture sent in by Debbie Moorcroft. Hello, my love. And she sent this in, and she's made this. Oh, you're so talented, people. Look at this, what she's made. A little autumn wreath. Look at that. Well done, darling. Fantastic. Thank you, Debbie. You're all so talented with all this stuff. I mean, my hanging baskets ain't too bad, but I don't mind having a go, even if it turns out crap. Right, let me just get rid of that. Okay. Right. Going to hold on to any more messages now, because I know Jake and Matthew are wanting to play Call My Bluff. So let me get you a Call My Bluff question up, and then we can play that one together. And then they can play it on the phone. So if they're still there, that is. It is a bit of an ask waiting for people to do the phone. Right, we need a jingle. We need a word. Right, got one. Okay, ready, gang? Let's play Call My Bluff.
Reardon Show. Call my bluff, call my bluff, call my bluff.
Right, here we go. A Call My Bluff question. I'm going to give you a word, and there are 4 possible answers. Only one of them is correct. And when you send your answer in, you can say A, B, C, or D if you want to. You don't have to write the whole answer. Okay, so today's word is zygal. Zygal. Don't look it up. I mean, if you look it up, it's up to you. You know, if you want to cheat yourself, you're not cheating anyone. There's no prize or anything like that. So the word is zygal. Zygal. Is it A, H-shaped? It means something is H-shaped. Is it B, descriptive of horses that pull ploughs? Is it C, a type of Portuguese bloodhound? Or is it D, a 2-wheeled taxi used in Cambodia? What do you reckon it is, A, B, C, or D? So once again, the word today is zygal. That's Zygal. Does it mean A, H-shaped, B, descriptive of horses that pull ploughs? Is it C, a type of Portuguese bloodhound? Or is it D, a 2-wheeled taxi used in Cambodia? That's Call My Bluff. Send your answers in, gang, on 07460 143393. That's by text or WhatsApp Messenger. The same number, 07460 143393 on Call My Bluff.
Reardon Show. Call my bluff, call my bluff, call my bluff.
Right, what do you reckon? Let's read your answers out that you've sent in. Mark Bowles says there is no E, Mark. There's no E, dear. A, B, C, or D. Is anyone listening this evening? I don't know. Jason Hughes reckons it's C. Liam reckons it's C. Vanessa in Barnsley reckons it's B. Big G, he reckons D. Lovely Joe in Weymouth. Hello, Joe. All right, darling. She reckons D. Mr. Mike T, he also reckons D there. Tara in Melbourne, Australia, reckons A. I wonder, what does young Jake think it is? Is he still there?
Yeah.
Hello, Jake. What do you
think C and my dad thinks A.
So your dad thinks it's H-shaped and you think it's a type of Portuguese bloodhound. Couple of more answers here. Sue and Sarah reckons it's D. Oliver and Laura in posh Richmond, they say D. I think that's everyone I've got so far at the moment. Well, the actual answer, I think you've got a very clever dad, is A. It means H-shaped. Unlucky, Jake. Oh, go on. Cry. Cry. Well done.
Thank you so much, Chris, for having us on and for playing tonight. We really appreciate that.
Well done there. And Carl and Dottie and Maplethorpe, they thought it was A as well, H-shaped. And Lesley, who gave us that lovely phone call earlier, she says B. So thank you very much for all your answers there. All right. Well done, everyone. Okay. All right, Jake. Well, nice to talk to you both.
Likewise, mate. Have a great night.
Yeah, and thank you for waiting on the phone there. Cheerio now. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye now. There we are. Lovely Jake and Matt calling in from Canada. Aren't we lucky to have people calling in from all over the world? Kate and Matt in Bulgaria. Oh, I sent a picture of their cat. I'm a cat person. Love cats. Even the adopted Chonky Chan, is that what you call her? Chonky Chan likes to watch you. Hang on. There we are. Look at this cat. Oh, look. She can't get enough of the show, look. What's this here? Sal in Lincolnshire forgot the options, but she's given us the letter H. There is no H, love. There's no H, Sal. Mark Bowles, you're a bit late now. A. He's a bit late. Do you always come late, Mark? Honestly. God, man. Madness. Tara, Melbourne, so glad about the fridge magnets. Yeah, they're all here. They're fantastic. These are really good. I'm going to look into these, actually. I like the shape as well, the wonderful shapes. What's my favourite one? Do you know, I think my favourite ones is with my friend Carl. He's like my adopted gay son, right? He is. So gay lads, they can have a dad, a normal dad, and a gay dad. And he might ask me stuff that he doesn't feel he can ask his own dad. I quite like that relationship. Yeah, there's nothing pervy about that at all. It's just nice. You know, as you get older, you would like to kind of look after younger people. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm saying to you about Tuesday afternoon, taking my great niece to a nice afternoon tea. I'm so much looking forward to that. And you remember Jimmy? My nephew, he's 29, married with his own little family, and when he was 17, we took him on holiday, and we had the most fantastic time. It's wonderful, wonderful. It must be wonderful being a dad, really. Yeah. Patricia in Manchester, that's come through as A there. I don't know why that took so long to come through there. Maybe we're overloading the we're so busy tonight, we're overloading the tech system. Look at that. Lisa's going to see Sharon and Martin from Butler's Empire next week. She's going up there. You'll have a lovely time there. I'm sure they'll make a fuss of you there, Lisa, my darling. All right. Emma in Portugal. I'm so sorry, darling. Have I missed this out? Or is this just come in? No, it's just come in. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well. It's raining here in the Algarve. Oh, you're lucky. I ain't had any here. Nope. Tiny little sprinkling we've had here. Not even... You couldn't even notice it, really. We've had nothing. It's been weeks. Everything in the garden is dead. All the grass. There's not a green patch anywhere now. Anyway, Emma says, lovely to be a gay dad or give advice. That's exactly what it is, advice. Advice. Yeah. And there's been a couple of times where he's been really upset. And I won't tell you why, but I remember him he come to the karaoke and then he wanted to be dropped off somewhere afterwards at a club, you know. So I dropped him off and he was in the car and he was so upset. And then he said to me, I wish you was family. And after I dropped him off, that brought a tear to my eye. It's quite nice to have a relationship like that. Mark is a bit concerned about Julie tonight because she hasn't called in. Now, to be fair, Mark, she sometimes calls in quite late. So it's not over yet. It's not over yet till the big lady sings. Yes, she may still call in. Julie, where are you, my love? We are concerned of your welfare. Maybe, she might have gone to a local boot fair. Is it boot fair? Car boot sale. She might have gone to a car boot sale, tried to knock some money off something, right? And has now been beaten up for that. I'm very concerned about Julie. We haven't heard from her today. Fingers crossed. It's not too late yet, Julie, to call in. 0208 144 3477. Can I just show you something I bought? Right? I don't want you to judge me. Do not judge me. I will not be judged. Right. Well, I mentioned either last week or the week before. So I've got this lovely electric bike and I use it to go about town, to go into the church and do my stuff in there. As I was playing the organ this morning. Right. And that's okay. 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Once you start going over 25 minutes, your bum starts hurting. Really. Not your legs. Not your legs. Your bum starts really hurting. Now, there's a lovely cycle that I did during COVID. From here in Bracknell down to a place called Virginia Water. If you've been with the show a long time, you would have seen that on a video. I'd like to be able to go down there again. But the problem is, after half an hour, your bum really hurts. So I've been looking around. I thought it must be the saddle. And indeed, I'm going to take the bike down to where I got it from and ask them, is there another saddle that perhaps I could have? Because that one's hurting my bum. And then I was up at the gym the other day. And I've swapped over now. I now do daytimes instead of night times because I found I couldn't sleep. Whenever I went to the gym at night, I'd come back here, come in, have a glass of lemon water or something like that, brush my teeth, maybe watch a little bit of telly and go to bed. Couldn't sleep. So I asked one of the gym boys about this and he said, oh yeah, that's a thing. You need a few hours in between gym and going to bed. I said, well, why that doesn't happen with swimming? You know, you go swimming, that doesn't seem to affect it at all. If anything, it helps you go to sleep if you've been for a swim. And he said it's a completely different thing. So I've now swapped. So I won't be going to the gym later. And I was only doing, don't get me wrong, I'm only doing light stuff in there. I'm not lifting stuff. Probably Mark Bowles would go in there and lift like 80 kilos. You know, me, take the pin out and put it 20 kilos. Thank you very much. Honestly, you know, no point in pretending you're doing all this stuff in the gym when you're not. You know, I'm doing light stuff. I'm on the treadmill for about 20 minutes, incline about 12 and a half, maybe 13 for the last couple of minutes or something like that. Then I go on this pull-up rope thing. That's on 12 and a half. Then I go on the pull-down rope thing. That's on 17 and a half. Then I go on the legs going down like that. That's on 25. Then I go on the legs going up like that. That's on 17 and a half. Then I go on that pull down thing like that. That's on 25. Maybe I'll be able to put that up to 30 soon. That one down there. And so you can, and then the thing where you lay on your back and push back like that. I can't remember what that's on now. That might be on 70, 74. That sound about right. So if you do gym or you know anything like that, you will know it's quite light, the stuff I'm doing. But I'm in there doing it. So that doesn't matter. Anyway, so I've had to swap that round to daytimes, but that means I can only go twice a week instead of 3 times. Because the Sunday was perfect night for going. After I finished here, go up there, it fits in with my week. Unfortunately, I can't really do it during the rest of the week. So it'll either be Monday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, those 2 days. Friday, I can't do anything extra Friday or Saturday or Sunday, really. Because the time I get back from church, it's like 12:30, 1:15, and it's dinner time, you know. Dinner time then. Let me see. Andy Eglinton. We had a few days rain in Cleethorpes this week. The brown grass is slowly turning green. Well, you're lucky. I'm up there in a couple of weeks, Cleethorpes, actually. I think I'm up there next week. I got a friend up there called Danny. He moved out from London about 8 years ago. He had a big problem with the old Colombian marching powder, and he was going out to all these clubs and that in London and got quite involved in all that Colombian marching powder and other items not available for sale at the chemist. So he left London and went to Cleethorpes to come away from it all, and it worked for him. It worked for him, and he lived with me for a little while as a friend, and so I might be going to see him next week as well. And we like to go on the pier, that restaurant, well, the fish and chip restaurant on the pier. Oh, it's lovely. You know what I have there? Honey halloumi. Oh, it's delicious. Honey halloumi. They get these bits of halloumi. Are they fried? I think they're deep fried. I think so, yeah. Deep fried halloumi and chips, and I drizzle honey all over, and I have a little side thing of baked beans. Got to have some sort of vegetables, dear. Very important, dear, to have vegetables. No, Julie. Where's Julie? Oh, Mark's going to be so upset tonight. Anyway, so that's the news in Cleethorpes. They've had some grass going on there. Green grass. Message from Jake. You're part of our family, Chris. That's nice, isn't it? What a nice thing to say. That is a nice thing to say. Okay, doke. Yeah. So let's go back to the bike thing there, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to get the saddle looked at and see if that's the case there, okay? I'm going to close that phone line now as well, all right, because it's getting a little bit late. And if we get a call, I'd hate to cut you off early because we'd run out of time. And so if you want to send us a message now, text is still open. Of course, there it is. There's the text number. Just send us on that number there, okay? That's the text number. Text over or WhatsApp. If you haven't texted before and it's your first time, please include your name and maybe where you're from. It can be a town, a country. Don't want your exact address, all right? Thank you, Andy. That's the one. Papa John's. Is it Papa John's? Papa John's, the place that used to be a nightclub back in the day, and that's on the pier. It's actually a stage on there, isn't there? If I remember the first time I went there was a piano on the stage, although it wasn't being used at all, was it? Sarah in Norfolk is here. Hello, Sarah. Was going to ring in, but seeing if Julie would ring in, chat next week. Yeah, ring in next week, Sarah. I hope that works. The phone in doesn't always work up at the caravan, because that's where I'll be next week, up at the caravan doing this. All right, fingers crossed everything works out there. Sometimes the internet's a little bit of an issue up there, although it hasn't been for some time now. Okay, right. Back to the thing. So I'm going to go down to Crowthorne Cycles, see if we can have a look at a saddle. Now, someone told me you can actually have your bum measured for the correct saddle. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is painful after 25 minutes, half an hour. So the bloke up the gym, who's he comes up on a bike, and he had them cycling shorts on. Now, I think they're awful cycling shorts. I really do. You see some of these blokes in London, all in their green and pink lycra. I mean, sorry, what do you look like, love? No, it don't look good, right? However, he said, oh, you need some padded shorts. Okay. I said, did I help? He said, oh, yeah. I said, how much do I need to spend? Is that like do you need to spend a bit? He said, no, not at all. You get a pair for £20 down Sports Direct in town. So... here they are, and they got padding. Now, the good news is you can wear these under normal shorts or trousers. I can't be going around with just these on. I'm sorry, lads. It's not a good look. It really is not a good look. All right? I think I might get my sister a pair, actually. Oh, she don't go on a bike. Just so that we can go out and look like this. And they got this padding in the middle. Look, it's blue. Now, apparently, you don't wear pants underneath them. Did you know that? Don't wear them. Now, I thought I'd ordered a pair off the internet, but I can't find any record of me ordering this pair, or even on my American Express thing. There's no payment going out for cycling shorts, which were about 30 quid. I think they were 30 quid ones. So I went down to Sports Direct and I bought those. Probably the other pair will turn up now. You wait and we'll see. Anyway, here they are, and they got padding in them. I haven't tried them out yet. Sorry, I slipped back into London then. Did you notice that? I said ain't. Not a good word for YouTube, is it? Ain't. It's a very highbrow show. All of you saying, you should be on the telly. I think BBC Two, to be honest. I'm not really BBC One, am I, darling? But the common people are. No, BBC Two, very highbrow. I'm surprised they haven't offered me a show on BBC Radio 3. Yeah, so it's got padding, and I've yet to try these out. So I could go on a sort of longish ride without actually going on the long ride and see how they go. And you wear these under your shorts. Mark Bowles says slip them on now. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That would be a video on its own. Okay, that would be a video on its own. Now, I'm not doing them now, but there they are. And they look so stupid. Don't worry, I tried them on in the dressing room. Believe it or not, that will go around a 40-inch waist. That will go around there. But, I mean, you imagine, what gets me is the people that go around just wearing these and they haven't got anything on top of them. But you're not supposed to wear pants, apparently. News to me. So I'm not going to put those on yet, Mark. No, sorry. Sal in Lincolnshire there. Papa's on the pier. Can remember doing the gang show there years ago. Sal, were you in gang shows? I was in gang shows. Ooh, don't think I've got any pictures here with me. Are you on my Facebook, Sal? I've got pictures of me in the gang. Oh, what's the time? Let me get a picture for you, Sal. I'm going to have to search a little bit for this. I was in gang shows in Roehampton, Southfields and Lewisham in London. Loved it. That was way back in the 1970s. And what fun we had doing that. Oh, my word. Very happy days. A gang show, those of you that don't know, that was all done by Scouts. We were in the Scouts. And once a year we used to do these shows. And they were so much fun. They really were. Now, how quickly can I find the photos? That's the question. We might have to leave this till next week. Featured photos, various pictures. Ooh, I don't know. Pictures of my dad. Long Island, Las Vegas. If you want to join me on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK. You can see all my pictures on there. I don't know if I'm going to find these or not. I've got to find them really quickly now because we're running out of time, my dears. Excuse me. Various pictures of me. It could be there. I just want one, really, don't we? One picture. Come on, find me. Oh, just one. I only want one, please. Dude, ha ha! Got one. Alright, here we are. Oh, it's black and white. Is that me at the front there? Of course, it's me at the front. Hang on. Where's my phone gone? Fancy you being in gang shows as well. They were great fun, weren't they? I'm going to take it like that. There you go. I'm right in the middle. Of course, I'm in the middle. Of course I am here. Look. Look at that. You've got the Scout sign at the top there as well. Oh, where's that? Can't see the Scout. There it is. Scout sign at the top there, see? And I don't know if you can work that out, but if I... And that was a good friend of mine. That's... is that Tim? I think that's Tim, the black lad. And that's a friend of mine, Phil Thompson there.
I can't find the song front.
Oh, shut up, woman. Alexa, stop. That's 3 times she's interrupted me today. How rude. Let's just do a colour one. And then we must go, my darlings, all right? Am I in that one there? Yeah, right on the end. Oh, I'm a bit older here. I'm a venture scout now. Let me just give a little bit of background music so I know I'm running out of time. Right, hang on. Oh, yeah. I just put these on for a second so I know I'm not over musicking it. The thing, right? In this one, I'm on the end. I've been relegated to the end. Sal, can you see me right on there? That side there. There I am, right on the end there. Gosh, I think my first girlfriend's here somewhere. Hang on. Yes, there she is. Fiona. That was my first girlfriend. Fiona, who I'm still in contact with. Lovely lady. Let's see if I remember any other names. Oh, that's Steve. Bloke called Steve. Oh, who's that? Oh, yeah. I remember him because he got off with my girlfriend. Broke my heart. I think I fancied him more. There's my mate Phil at the end there. He became a fireman. Lost contact with them all, really. What a small world. And these were great things to do, gang shows. They really were. Sal says, we're riding along on the crest of a wave and the sun is in the sky. All our eyes on a distant horizon. Look out for past. I remember all the actions, Sal. Remember all the actions. And Sal was in the Girl Guides. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Andy Eglerton, tennis pants would be cheaper and throw away after one use. Oh, tenor pads. Tenor pads. Vanessa from Barnsley, thank you, Chris. Been a great 2 hours once again. Catch you all next week. Have a great evening. Thank you, Vanessa. And Dean, there's no OnlyFans for me, I'm afraid, Dean. I'd have to pay people to watch it. Mark Bowles would probably sign up, I would imagine. Linda, can you try them on and let us decide for you? No, not on this show, Linda. That would be a separate video, that would. You know, with a warning on the side of it. That flashes up before we start. And Tara in Melbourne says, glad you're back up at the caravan. Would love to take another walk along with you by the river. I've still got those little things that you sent me to stick on there. I keep forgetting the blooming glue gun thing that I've got to put them on there. Never mind, anyway. Anyway, time to go. Thank you very much for joining us on the show tonight, gang. Another one for you next Sunday night, bang on 6 o'clock, live on this channel. Next week's video's coming up on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. When I'm up at the hotel, you'll be able to see the supernatural video. A little bit supernatural, UFO typey, scary type thing. Okay, that's on Tuesday night while I'm having a lovely afternoon tea with my beautiful great niece Evie. And Thursday night's video next week is treacle sponge. Okay, treacle sponge for you next week. Oliver and Laura from Richmond. Great show. Chris, take care. Can't wait to see all the shows next week. And thank you very much. And there's a lot of new subscribers. I don't know why. One of the, I think it was the Mr. Matic video. Suddenly there's lots of people joining us on the channel. So thank you very much if you've just signed up. Boys and girls, my sister and brother-in-law are now on from Butler's Empire. Okay, do pop over there, give them a watch, and remember, if you've got any questions about their Sunday night out next week, type them in the chat box and they'll happily answer them for you. Okay, have a nice week, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheerio now. I can't find the stop button. There it is. Ta-da.